Thanks for joining our session today for CRM refresher training. Today we're going to be talking about mail merge, which is a pretty cool capability that you can use to send out your event invites. This is becoming more salient as we get closer to our 4th of July annual celebration. Today we're going to go over just kind of basically an overview of what mail merge is. And we're going to talk about how to access this functionality within the events module in CRM. We're going to talk about how to export your data to make that possible, this mail merge process, how to use Microsoft Word to build a template, how to send those invites in Outlook, and then wrap up with passing along some resources and reviewing what we've learned. So today, we hope by the end of this session, you should be able to know how to access mail merge, export that mail merge data, integrate that data with Microsoft Word in a template, edit those merge templates, and share with your Outlook inbox or Outbox and send those invitations. So where do we find this mail merge functionality within CRM? All right, so first you want to go to your CRM homepage. Often you log in, you're on your homepage. We need to access this through the Events tab. Once you're on the Events tab, you want to navigate to your event. So you have to create your event first. And actually, this should be when you're ready, pretty much ready for everything. Have all your guests that you want to invite. You make sure your event's all ready to go. Search your event, find it, go to it. So this is going to be located under the Outreach tab of your event, and it has its own extra little sub tab under Mail Merge, next to the Digital Outreach, where you can manage those additional emails, those printed materials, where you can print those guest lists and mailing labels. And then there's going to be Mail Merge. That's where you're going to find this functionality. All right, so how to export your data from this from your event to start using this mail merge function. Actually, I can show you. I'm going to pop out of this my slides here and show you just what we went over before I get moving on to that part, so we're all synced up. All right, here I am. I'm in my training environment. I'm going to click on over to my events tab, like I said. Gonna find my my 4th of July barbecue here. This is my event. Here I am on my event. You can see I have my basic information filled out. I have a couple guest types that have been created. I have my guest list that I've populated with my guests. I just have about 20 people in this. And the design tab, this is where we would go to, if we were using CRM to send our invites, this is where we would create the invitation here with CRM. We definitely do want to make sure we're populating our registration page. You don't have to worry about this email invitation portion if you're going to use mail merge, but you do want to have your registration page populated with all of your important information that you need for your guests. And then heading on over to Outreach. This is where we're going to find, again, that digital outreach where you can set and customize the subject lines for all of your event emails, the printed materials portion where you can print out those invitations for those guests who want to receive a hard copy, or mail merge. This is where we want to go. So here I am on mail merge, and this is where you find what we're supposed to be doing here. All right, so let's talk about how to export your data next. What happens? Let me back that up. All right, so once you have navigated successfully to that mail merge tab under Outreach, you're going to download the CSV file that is going to be used for mail merge. So this is what it looks like. This is all the fields that it's going to display. Let me show you. Oops, 1 second. Let me exit out. All right, get there. Click on this to get that CSV file, you have to click on this actual mail merge button. And here it is. Downloaded that report. I'll open it up for you, show you what it looks like. It's just loading Excel right now. Okay, it's opening. And here we are. Just opening it up for you a little bigger. So it's showing these are all the fields that are being exported for your mail merge. Their CRN event name, first and last name, the invitee display name, type of guest, the email, most importantly, your title for contacts, the department, sector, sector subcategory, their organization, their local name organization, and then importantly, the RSVP links and the QR code URLs. So these are all fields that you can use with mail merge because they are included in this handy auto-generated spreadsheet for you. Very cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. Sure, I'll save it. Okay, yes, I'm keeping this. All right, so I just saved that. Who knows where? Okay, so it. So yes, we have. You know, that's our auto-generated file. If we, you know, from our mail merge, for our Excel file. However, if you want to merge, use mail merge on other fields, you can do that. And the way you would do that is run a report to export your guest data. So this is, you know, just another screenshot of, you know, a typical mail merge generated report. Very cool. You want to, of course, take this opportunity if you're using the mail merge spreadsheet to update or confirm the email addresses for each guest that is correct. You can, you know, you want to make sure it's updated on your contact record, of course, but you can just update it directly here. You know, you want to make sure to do it in both places, but if you know the invitation is going out to somebody, you know, want to change it before you proceed with the rest of the process. Okay, so if you want to use that report instead to generate this spreadsheet that you're going to use for mail merge, you have to go to our CRM reports template folder. And that's where you'll be able to find the CRM_export event guest report data report. So you're just going to save your version of that and save that copy into your private reports. And then start filtering on the criteria for your event. Namely, to generate just that guest list for your event, you want to pull the event ID. And that's going to be found in the URL, in the address bar, kind of at the trailing end, when you're on your event in CRM. So when you filter, use that filter event ID equals, and then put in that little code. It's going to filter only for your specific event that you want. Okay, so now once you do that filter and running this CRM export event guest data report, you are going to show just those guests for that specific event. And then that's where you can start adjusting your columns, your you know, those fields that you want to see. You know, if you want to see that, you know, some sort of like custom name format or something, this is where you can, you know, do that. So you can, you know, add or remove any fields that you want to use mail merge with, except you do not want to remove the email column, because then you won't be able to perform mail merge. You need the emails of your guests so you can email them the invitation. That's kind of the whole point. All right. So then once you have your guests fields, your desired fields ready to go, you're going to go ahead and click save and run. And that's, you know, the next step is going to be exporting your report. And that's just, you know, downloading the CSV file that, you know, you would download instead of the, you know, mail merge file that would be downloaded automatically by just clicking the mail merge button. So export. You always want to make sure this is going to be, you know, after you've saved and run the report, there's this drop down next to the edit button in your report. That's where you're going to find export. Once you click export, you want to make sure that you're choosing the details only format for your report. This formatted report, I don't think I've like ever used this when I'm downloading reports, because it includes like groupings and the headings and the filter settings, and you really can't use any of the functionality that Excel is so powerful for. So formatted reports, garbage. Only maybe if you wanted to attach it to like some sort of message to your supervisor or something, or share it outside of CRM with people who don't need to work with the data. That's the only thing formatted reports are good for. But especially for this, you want to choose the details only report. You also want to choose the comma delimited CSV file format, before you download, because that's going to be important for your mail merge process. Okay, so there's those two ways to do it, right? The easy way was just like, copy download the CSV file from the mail merge button in your event, or run that report if you wanted extra columns or extra fields to merge on. Now we're going to get into the actual process of using Microsoft Word, designing your invitations, and using the mail merge functionality. All right, so there's a couple different ways. We have our help desk has generated a events invitation like template that you can use if you like, or it's found right under the resources on the mail merge tab in events. And what you're going to do is click on that, and it's going to take this link is going to take you to this page where you can then download the template. Now, I know that mail merge was super helpful for many people, and was very excited because people like to design their own invitations. This possibility gives you a lot more flexibility to just design your own. So I mean, if you don't want to use this this help desk template, that's fine. Like, that's kind of the whole point of us providing this mail merge functionality. So it gives you flexibility to design your own template. So that's kind of what I've done here. Let me pop out of this and show you what I got here. So I've designed my own little template here for my little 4th of July event. You can see it's in Word. Here, let me spread it out for you. Get it bigger. Come on. All right, so I've made this little invitation with my seal, and I have this space here. This is so I can plug in my names. Cordially invited to the thing, using the monotype Corsiva font typeface that everyone loves for invitations. Hosted, here we go. I have all my information, and there we go, looking good. Okay, so I'm going to show you though where you can find that other template if you like. I'm back onto my into my training environment here on my event under the mail merge tab, under my outreach tab, and here we are, the resources. And we also have this quick reference guide, which is also super helpful, which is going to be walking you through step by step everything that I'm explaining today and more. So these are, if you want to get started, I recommend definitely reading through this quick reference guide. And then if you wanted to use our template, this is where you could go. So this is going to link directly to Real CRM. I'm going to open it in a new window. Here we go. So this is on my Real CRM, like my production CRM account. You have to be logged in to view this. So here we are. This is the generated template. And if you wanted to download it, this is where you do it. Just click this download button. Okay. All right, so we're back in here. Either template you want to use, whatever template you want, generate your own, use ours. Either way is fine. All right, so now you can start customizing your invitation with your mail merge. So, okay, well, this is the directions for if you want to actually just use the generated template by the help desk. So it already comes pre-populated with these kind of mail merge fields that have been pre-populated for you. So the recommendation is don't edit or remove this, because if you just want to use the template, this will work fine if you don't change anything. But change these bracketed, see these carets. This is the the formulas for mail merge that's going to be syncing up with your Outlook and your data. So you don't want to change that invitee display name and CRM event name. But if you wanted to do it on your own, let me show you. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so I'm here on in my template here. If I want to start using mail merge with this, I can move on over to my mailings tab. And this is where I am going to choose my, all right, where are we here? Choose my, oh man, okay. So just, all right, here I want to make sure I have my fields here. This does not look like it did before. 1 second, folks. No, I'm under my mailings tab. Oh man. Okay. I should be seeing my, not sure why this isn't working for me right now. All right, well, let's see. Let me go ahead and use go ahead and use my template. Download this. Let me see. Maybe I have my wrong copy here. No, I have this open. Oh, I'm not sure why it's not letting me insert my merge field. This is very strange. I just did this. Okay, so I'm not sure why this is not working for me right now. It seems like I'm locked out of my template. This is super helpful. Okay, I wonder if I can create a new document because it's not helping. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay. Start. Oh wait, I think I have to start the start merge. I think this is maybe where I'm where I am falling in here. Okay. 1 second, folks. I have to start the actual process. Okay, gotta insert my insert my list here. Okay, I think I'd already downloaded that report here. I think it is right here. That is why. Oops, nope, not insert table. Come on now. Choose from an existing list. Okay. And I believe it's on my desktop, so I'm going to find this. I think this is it. 116, yeah. Okay, so I'm also, good to note, on a Mac. So I'm going to be giving you the Mac instructions, but it's just letting me know. Want to make sure that I'm in the right format. I am. This works. Okay. So here now I'm able to insert my merge fields now that I've selected my recipients. Forgot that crucial step. Thank you for bearing with me there. I was like, why can't I check my fields? Okay. So here I am. I'm on this doc, and I'm let me see my layout here. Fix this. Moderate. Okay. Okay. Select my recipients. Already done that. All right. So now I can start adding in my mail merge fields. Going back to the mailings tab, insert my merge field, and now that I've uploaded my list, I'm seeing all of those customized columns, those fields that I can use for mail merge. So this is where you would see different This is where you would see the different fields if you had, uploaded a different report, use the guest export data report. All right, so I'm going to use first name and see that it pops up with the mail merge code. You can go ahead and delete this if you want and use something else, maybe like local formal name or invitee display name, whatever you choose is going to be just fine. The other thing you want to do is put a comma. So this works just like if you've ever used personalization in the email functionality, it works basically the same way. Everything inside these little brackets are are going to be just the auto-generated data as part of this mail merge process, and it's going to populate with the unique guest information. So here we are. We have our invitee display name included. All right, so now I'm in my, I'm in this. Now I can start, I wanna make sure I include my, I have the name generated here, but if I wanted to, instead of putting, just use the name from my event in CRM, I can do the same thing. It's just like inserting the CRM event name, just pops up like that. But that makes you have to be sure that the event name that you've generated in CRM, the display name is what you want to see. So like right now, for example, I have this, in my training environment here, I have, it's 4th of July with my initials. And that's because I was working with a bunch of folks in the training environment on, making sure that I could differentiate whose event was who. So if I wanted to use that, I would want to come back here and then edit my event name to be something more, public facing, whatever I wanted it to show up as in the mail merged invitations. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually just replace it with my 4th of July holiday celebration. Okay, let me pop back into my slides, make sure I'm not missing anything before I move on with that. Okay, so yes, this is where we have the, this is the template, but I'm using my own template here. All right, so yeah, this is if I had just merely gone to my next slides, I would have been reminded of myself of this step in the process. This is why I love slides, because it reminds me not to skip things. So this is where we would, like we just did, select our recipients and choose our existing list, choose our report that we've downloaded from either the export data report that we ran if we want something customized, or just the mail merge button. Okay, and this is where you're personalizing your invitation, inserting those merge fields like I just did, the first name, such. Okay, and now we want to get to how you send the invites in Outlook. Okay, I don't think we want to quite get there because I want to show you how to actually put the most important links that you need. I have to demonstrate that process. So we're going to need the links in our mail merged invitation. We want to include those RSVP links and the QR code links for these invitations. So our recipients, when they receive their invitation in Outlook, they can click on those and register for our event, or show their QR code from their email. So to do that, we want to say, include that information. So I'm just going to create some space here in my invitation and insert my merge field here. So what do I need? The RSVP link. All right, so this is going to show the, so this is like the hyperlink for each guest. But it would show this like ugly, like long link if we like actually did it. So if I want to, and like insert this for each guest, I have to go to my field. Hold on. Insert merge field. Already did that. And then there is, I have to go to my insert menu. And then, wait a second. I need my insert fields button. Why is this looking weird? Of course, today while I'm trying to I'm trying to do this. Okay, here we go. Insert field. All right, from here. So this is on a Mac. On a Windows computer, there's a under the insert tab, there is a quick parts step that you go through. I want to make sure to include this a hyperlink. So I want to make sure that that's there. So I want to make this linked. All right, so it gives me this like weird error that's like hyperlink not valid if I want to include this RSVP link. Don't be afraid of this. You can make sure this is customized by selecting this, making this hyperlink. Select. The next step you have to do is click, either if you're on Windows, you have to click Function Alt F9, or on a Mac, in my case, I'm going to click Function Option F9. And now it's showing me kind of like the back end code here. So from here, this is where I want to, include this. I put my cursor right in between, kind of just in the middle of this, and I can now insert my RSVP link for each guest here. So I'm going to say insert. Oops. There we go. Insert. I'm going to find field. There we go. Add a hyperlink. Okay. And there we are. All right. I believe I did that correctly. Okay, so I use my merge field. I've centered that, and I put that in there. And now it's like hyperlinked, pretty good to go. So now if I click Function Option F9, it's going to go back to here. And this will, so it looks like this now, but once you send it, it's going to be valid. Same thing if you want to use, if you want to, it's so like, okay, so maybe, so, all right, I think what I wanted to do here really was make sure that this text is the one that's hyperlinked. So I can do this again. Sorry. Okay. So if I also wanted to, let me just review that, go back. All right, so I'll keep that there for now. Let me do it again with the QR code. QR code. View QR code. All right. Okay, so I want to highlight my text that I want. Insert my field. My hyperlink, next. Select my hyperlink here. Perform that option again. Function on Option F9 if I'm on this. And then I want to insert my field for the RSVP link. I mean, the QR code. So back to my fields insert here. Oh, wait. Oh, see, here we go. I know what I'm doing here now. Insert merge field, QR code URL. All right, see, and then I also see where I messed up in here. I was just doing the hyperlink twice, dumb. All right, but I can fix it because also, since I started editing this one, I pressed the function option F9. It's working for both of these. So I'm just going to replace this while I'm here with my proper merge field here. That's the RSVP link. Now, see, now I have the proper things. Excellent. Okay. So now that I have the, this is embedded, these embedded formats looking very cool. Okay, yay. Okay. So now I can click, these are properly formatted for my merge. I can function option F9 again, it goes back. All right, so now I have these kind of like, unsightly. It's gonna, I don't want it to show up as, I have this link. You see these are properly linked, looking good. So you can just like preview them. So I see that it's going to my link. That's very good. But I don't want to have these, I want to customize my text basically. So what I can do is I'm going to actually delete this text and use it. Oops. Got to be careful not to actually click the link. I'm going to use this text as a substitute over this link. I just don't want to make sure, I want to make sure not to delete my period there, because that is actually linked. So I'm just going to copy that text right over it and make sure I have that period included. So that link should still be valid. Okay, so I want to make sure this is all formatted in the way I want. Let's see. Going back to my home screen. Okay. Make sure it's all there. Okay, and if I want to make sure like folks know it's a link, maybe I can do a little formatting magic. Maybe choose that like kind of linky blue. Maybe do some underline. Maybe want to make this a little bigger because this is like where we want people to do that. Maybe not that big. So this is just like, cosmetic tweaking right now. But you see that it is a link. See, there we go. I think that it is maybe, I need to make sure it's the right. There we go. Okay. Similarly with my QR code, I want to make sure I get that information. View QR code. Boop, boop, boop. And now I can just replace this with that. And that is also a link. Okay. So I'm going to, again, do this little formatting magic. Nope, not that one. Underline so people know it's a link. So this will view this in their, in their email, and they'll be like, oh, great, let me click here. There's the link. Click right on that. Okay, also if they, if you don't want to use the period, the other little trick I like to do is make that white. So now people have this available, this formatted the way you want. So yeah, you want to make sure the formatting is, you want, there's my link. Okay, maybe I want to probably mess around with that, make sure that's a little bigger. But yeah, you get the idea. These things are now formatted, ready to go in my MailMerge template that I've created from scratch, designed the way I want it. That is the flexibility and beauty of this MailMerge process. Okay, so we've done all that. Wonderful. Okay, so now like we're ready, say we're all ready to go, have all of our emails checked, all of our folks have been, all of our fields have been merged. We're done with our template, looking good. Heading back to the slides to talk about the next step, which is finishing that merge and sending your emails. So when you're ready to go, you can also preview all the guest results, make sure that those folks have been included by clicking this preview results button here. I'll show you where that is when we go back to Word. But then you review your invite, ready to go, click finish and merge, and then send email messages, and that's gonna set you on the course. I'm showing you this next part because I'm not going to demonstrate this. You have to be logged into the CRM the Outlook inbox that you want to make sure that you're that you want to send the invitations from. And this is the final step. Like you cannot undo any sends. It cannot be like reversed. You have to just be ready to go. So you're going to be prompted once you click finish and merge. It's going to give you these email options. You're going to be to the email that you have there. And then you want to set your subject line. Don't forget that, of course. So, something enticing, something that's going to, be very descriptive about your event and what this is. This is the invitation, so make sure you do that. And then you're going to click OK. And, OK is that final step where it's just going to start sending all your invitations out from the inbox that you're logged into in Outlook. And that's it. That's literally it. Okay, so let me show you in Word what that looks like, just where you can find that. So again, finished all of our whole invitation, looking good. We like it. Go back to mailings, and then preview results. So I'm seeing here when I'm previewing my results, it's changing those names, and it's pulling those names based on the invitee display name that I that I chose, that mail merge field that I chose. So the full name. Very nice. Okay, so then in unpreview results, maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want just the first name. I change it right there. So once I'm ready to go, finish and merge to email, at least on Macs, what it says. So the same looks the same here. So then, of course, the two, you want to make sure you're choosing email. Subject line, your invitation to the 4th of July BBQ. Send as, you want to say HTML message, so it has all that rich text formatting we worked so hard to do. And then mail merge to Outbox. This is the, it looks a little slightly different because we're on Mac here. But if I click this, then it would, open up I should already have my Outbox, my Outlook version open and logged in. And then it would go ahead and start sending. So I'm going to skip that step because that's just kind of like the final step there. And I would send out your invitations to everyone that was on that spreadsheet, that guest list. You've embedded these links here so they can go ahead and RSVP that information. That would take them to their registration page that you set up on your event, and folks would be able to respond there. So this is a really helpful way to get around, using the, if you really don't want to use our beautiful email templates, for the email, the invitation designer within CRM, and maybe have deliverability problems, or you want to send to your state.gov, a lot of state.govs. Mail merge is a great way to kind of circumvent those issues and customize your own templates. Most importantly, people have been requesting that since basically day one of CRM, and this is a way to do it. So if you feel like it might be good for your event, you want to, for your use case, we recommend that you go ahead and give it a try. All right, so I'm ready to take questions now. All right. Yeah. So Kasim says, we've been asked to start drafting design of July 4 invitation for Mission India with other collaborators. Yeah, is there a possibility to see a QR as we know them in the invitation instead of text? I think that you could. You probably could. It wouldn't. See, the problem is it wouldn't be the QR. It has to be a link. You can't. We can't generate the individual QR codes for each recipient there. That's just not a capability that is in CR. It's in the mail merge situation right now. So clicking this view QR code link. Hold on, it's opening for me. It just takes them to this page. It's like this, and this is going to be unique for each user. So yeah, sorry, Jasmina. Dache, does the mail merge Excel list include only preferred email, but also the email on CC? Okay, well, I think that maybe would be something that it only. So to answer your question, it only does preferred email, and that does not include the email for the CC. I think maybe that is not a place where you'd want to run that report and try to capture that information as well. But then, of course, it's going to be in a different field. So that would, yeah, so I don't think that would work. I think you'd want to, in that case, I don't know how I'm not sure how you'd want to do that workaround. Because yeah, it's just going, it's going to merge, it's going to send out to the people that were listed in the email list tab. I suppose you could do it again by running that report and, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Because yeah, it's just using that email column from our CSV. So not sure. Can we use the actual CRM environment in Mission India? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Kasim. Let's see. Oh yeah, to draft your invitation. Yeah, of course. Yeah, go ahead. Use the CRM. Matt has helpfully answered that question. Yes, they will have to print them out or have them on their phones. Yes, that's right. So the QR codes. That's correct. So I mean, it'd be cool if they had if they got their Outlook email, forwarded this thing to themselves, and they could view, click right through that on their phone, show you at the door. Or yeah, they include instructions in your invitation to print out their code or have it screen captured on their phone. That's what I do a lot if I know I'm going to a concert, especially or back in the day, haven't been yet, but if I know there's places going to have low connectivity, or just I always make sure to take a screen capture of my QR code if there's something I need to get in. Kasim, how to access actual CRM. Well, you need to, if you have an active account, you need to fill out a SARF, make sure that you've got your account all set up, and you're going to access it through Okta. So you have to have your Okta account set up. If you need help with accessing your account, though, I recommend that you Salesforce support at state.gov. If you don't have an account, feel free to talk to the help desk and they can get you set up with everything you need. Yeah, and Matt just provided that the Okta link as well to our state login. So if you're already set up with Okta, that'll be super helpful. And then you'll see the Salesforce icon there under after you've logged into Okta. All right, well then there you go. So Okta's done, SARF done, great. Yeah, go explore Okta. You'll see once you've logged in, there is the Salesforce. I'll show you mine. So what it looks like when you're logged into Okta. You'll see all of your available apps. So Salesforce is one of these, and that's where you'll go. All right. Any other questions about mail merge, the process, functionality? As you see, it's a pretty multi-step process and can be a little confusing. I mean, truthfully, I haven't really done it until, this week, where I'm like, okay, so let me actually step through the process. I did it a while back when it launched at the beginning of the year, but, or toward the end of last year, really. But yeah, if, it's something you don't use every day, there's plenty of resources available for you specifically. The quick reference guide is super handy. So let me click on that for you. It literally walks you through every step of the way. It's 18 pages long. So, but don't be intimidated. It's just, chock full of all kinds of really helpful step-by-step information, including how to run that report, how to do it in Windows, and, instructions for Windows and Mac. Real great stuff. Kasim, if you can't access Salesforce, please contact the help desk. I know that there have been some, like I couldn't get in for whatever reason. Yesterday, like all morning, I couldn't get into either the training environment or the production environment. I think there was some weirdness going on. We had some other reports of that. So if it's if you're having trouble accessing your account, perhaps the help desk can help, or at least be aware that there is some sort of access problems. So that's kind of out of our scope of what we can provide, help we can provide today. Yeah, sorry. I wish there was more I could do. But yeah, that was real annoying. I was like freaking out because I was like, I need to prepare for this training. Why can't I get into CRM? My literal whole job. All right. So, are there any other questions for that folks have? Let me click on this link. So yeah, I mean, I clicked on this link. It's taking me to my CRM. I'm not sure why it's not working for you. Here I am, beautiful CRM. Oh no. Someone was trying to join reports today. Yeah, we kind of did a last minute pivot here to mail merge. And it was requested by some users, especially with 4th of July coming up so soon. So yeah, sorry if we dropped the ball on our communications for y'all there. But yeah, I'm really glad that we got a chance to go through this process together, and kind of show you. It's not. I mean, there are some multi steps, places where that gotta remember, of course, to upload your list of people first, first and foremost. And then yeah, once you start doing formatting, there's plenty of resources to make sure you're on the right track. Selecting that hyperlink, doing that whole process with the function Alt 9 F9, or the Windows button Alt F9, or the Mac function Option F9 situation. Literally walks you through that whole process. Super helpful. So you'll have support. And also, if there's any problems, of course, the help desk is always available for us. So last call for questions.